So sometimes we give people titles that don't really fit the job because, well, we feel somebody needs a title. I know when I worked in corporate America, there was a lot of people called managers or vice presidents or honestly even presidents that didn't quite fit the title. And no, this is not a political statement. But you really need to be careful if you're giving someone a title and what their job responsibilities are and or what their knowledge base and proficiency is at don't quite meet. Let's dive into that. So I was listening to the Profit First Nation podcast with Danielle, where she was talking about how a company gave someone the title of controller, but their duties were actually more of a bookkeeper. And the person was leaving and they were a little miffed because when they Googled controller, they weren't making controller salary. That's something we have to be really cautious of in our industry. If we call someone an assistant manager or a manager and they Google how much does an assistant manager or manager make in the state of Wisconsin, they're going to get a varying range. And of course, in their mind, they should be at the top of that range. A manager of a dog daycare probably isn't going to make $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Maybe. However, in our industry, are you paying accordingly for that job title? And are they really performing all the duties of that job title? That's where you have to be cautious. You need to get creative in what titles you are giving your staff. Maybe you could call them a shift lead, and then they work up to shift supervisor. A lead just means that they're kind of directing traffic of, hey, you're going to go grab this dog. Hey, can you go check laundry? Supervisor, that's that upper level. Maybe you've invested some leadership training in them. You need to do all these things before you elevate somebody into that assistant manager or manager role. Could you call somebody an operations supervisor where they're double checking your inventory, or they're the ones that are always going through the lists of dogs who haven't shown up in a while, increasing revenue? Your enrichment lead, if you're offering things like that. Now, if you're saying trainer, is that a dog trainer or a human trainer? Are they a canine coach where maybe they're working with some of the dogs that you're trying to put into daycare that maybe failed an evaluation, so they're getting something special? Just want you to be very cautious when you're elevating people into different positions within your facility, or if you're just giving someone a title because you feel they've maxed out at that handler level and you need to do something else to get them there. Titles are important to people. They're important to our business. We just need to make sure that the skill level and the title that we're giving somebody really do mesh. Profit First Nation podcast went over that quite in-depthly in their 3X podcast. And it's something that really resonated with me because I've been very reluctant over the years to give people titles for that reason, because I do find titles lead to entitlement sometimes. So, word to the wise, really get creative in your titles and make sure that job description matches what you're doing.